Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be reacting to Cabin in the Woods. So this is a horror comedy. Joss Whedon directed it, same guy who did Avengers.
Okay.
I believe Chris Evans is in it, if I remember correctly.
Chris Evans
Chris Hemsworth, who's Thor.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I remember the ending, obviously, for any of you guys who know. Other than that, I don't really remember much about this movie. It's been a minute since I've seen this movie. You've obviously never seen this movie.
No.
We're doing a little bit of a horror comedy kick over on the channel. So we just watched Ready or Not, and now we're watching this movie. I'm kind of excited. So yeah, let's just kind of get into this one. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on Patreon. And then next week's reaction, which is going to be to It, Chapter 1, which Nick is actually going to be doing for any of you fans of the channel. That is going to be up on Patreon, as well as full-length reactions for both this week's and next week's horror. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Like I said, taking a little bit of a break, having a little bit of fun with horror, and then straight back into the Stephen King action. Thanks for joining us. We're watching Cabin in the Woods. Let's just get into it.
So, this is like a horror comedy, sort of?
Yeah, very much in the vein of Ready or Not, if I remember correctly.
Way more
so
like
dark.
It's
not a funny movie. I mean, yeah, it's not just like a happy-go-lucky movie. Okay, guys, so Cabin in the Woods got a copy strike on YouTube. I'm not really sure why. That has never really happened before, so we have 2 copy strikes. So we have to be super careful with copyright. But what I'm going to do, since we still have the reaction, is I'm going to put a free link in the description to the actual reaction of the video, and then you guys can come back here to YouTube to hear our thoughts, theories, review, and, you know, comment and different things like that. I know it's kind of weird, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's what we have to do to avoid copyright, and obviously, like I said, we already have 2 strikes, so if we get a 3rd strike, the channel's going to get deleted, and that would stink. So, I'm going to put the link to an alternate channel in the description as well, if you guys want to go check that out, just in case we do get a 3rd strike, because I won't be able to tell you we got a 3rd strike if we do. And then, we have the link to the description. I hope you guys understand, and it should be back to normal for next week's horror reaction. So, what'd you think?
Totally not what I expected.
A little bit different, right? I thought it was to be honest, it wasn't as good as I remembered. It was decent. I like the idea, and there are some dark humor moments.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, there were definitely some...
I think the idea is the coolest, and I think the ending, just literally being shamelessly like, yeah, the whole world is destroyed. It's kind of like...
All right. I like that. It is a switch up from the normal sort of endings that, I don't know, normally you're not ending the world, but...
Yeah.
It was cool. I mean, you know, of course the characters are... I feel like Marty, I was like... Honestly, I was kind of the closest with, you know, he was funny, but like the rest, you know, they're okay. I don't know, I couldn't really get, you know. I
think that's the point, right?
Yeah,
like I do think you see some horror tropes and stuff like that.
I feel like that's what they were going for.
Yeah, for sure. So it's kind of an interesting like meta way to do a horror movie about horror movies, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool, and the fact that they have to have the like horror characters, right? Like the fool and the whatever, and I think that it's similar to even like a quest.
Yeah, I did like that sort of idea of like, you know, having the ritual and having the humans kind of you know, trying to complete it.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like how it felt like it was like a game almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that it's like, look, the humans are terrible people, so they all die.
Well, I mean, they weren't all terrible people.
Well, like, what's his name? They're all, like, betting on these people getting murdered and stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
All the workers, they kind of deserve to die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just, like, whatever.
Yeah. This is a solid movie. But, yeah, thanks for joining us. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on Patreon, as well as next week's reaction, which is going to be It, Chapter 1. So go ahead and check that out if you guys want to kind of support us. We try and keep the Patreon pretty cheap. So if you guys want to go check that out, we do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you all in the next video.